I'm not crazy, I'm not greedy. I know what I'm standing for. It's not easy, I chant daily. Holding on to your love.
Yes, without so much time wasted, and we move forward. I am the word that purifies. I'm the soul of Ra, the glorious light. I am the word that purifies. I'm the soul of Ra, the glorious light. I am the word that purifies. I'm the soul of Ra, the glorious light. We give thanks and praises unto the Most High, Ra. And we give thanks to the waters above and the waters below. We give thanks for the trees, the bees, the milk, the honey. We give thanks for the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, and all the mammals and the fishes within the deep blue sea. We give thanks for the old and the young, man and woman. We give thanks for all humanity, all races, I will give thanks to the element, You can call them the gods, angels, what have you. It's only those who realize themselves who survive in this Armageddon. Alright? This is the time of the rapture. The rapture is not about two people walking in the fields physically and then one will be snatched up in the sky. The rapture must take place within you. It is Ra capturing, you know what I mean? It is Ra capturing. Ra, the sun within you, must rise. That is how you become ascended being. You become a resurrected being, elevated being, a self-elevated being. That is how you attain salvation. That means self-elevated. Salvation means self-elevated. You don't get salvation by just confessing your sins, and accepting somebody as your personal savior. You get salvation by surrendering and not doing mistakes that you've been doing and your forefathers been doing for centuries. That is the meaning of salvation. You walk with God because you are God on earth. You have to know these things. In order for you to know these things, you have to study the 7 Hermetic principles. If you don't even know all of them, the most important principle that you have to know is the first principle, which is the principle of mentalism. That is the first principle, the principle of mentalism. That means the all is mind, the universe is mental. That is all. And internet they be a make say, mini classmate in this space. I am an ancient man walking in the presence, and I will still be here for a longer time. A longer time. Everything I say is based on fact. The beer making piano is fact. You understand? Fact, not dogma, not hearsay, not doctor say. And I say, we say. I don't do that thing, concern business. All this modern science is based on concern, is based on hearsay. That is why there's so much confusion on the internet. Obia sorry no comedy no pay no aba. No adane no who content creator. No tumufo. Nyamundi. Based on what? Hearsay, not experience. We deal with nature. Nature does not do mistakes. Nature does not do mistakes. Everything is set already. Abwe bia anyone more what diabetes. one room. I will be anyone more high blood pressure. There is no mammal in the forest or in the jungle who is suffering from sugar issue. There is no mammal suffering from infertility issue. There is no mammal suffering from autism. Now, one more train when you're autism, that. Hey, one more train. Have you seen a deer suffering from autism before? Have you seen a lion suffering from hernia before? Have you seen that before? No, because they all follow the principles of mentalism. They follow the principle of correspondence, which is as above, so below. You understand? As above, so below. That is what they follow. They don't follow mankind, unkind, dogmas and hearsay. The lion has no business, with argument and debate. Can't debate with the lion. And we are conquering lions from the tribe of Judah. Judah means the east, light. Where the sun is coming from, where the light is coming from, Judah, from the tribe of Judah. So if you deal with the right hemisphere, you are a Jew. A Jew is not somebody who is situated in Israel. A Jew is somebody who deals with the light. So you can be a Chinese, a Japanese, and you can come from Hungary, or you can come from Taiwan or Taitu, and you are a Jew. A Jew is somebody who deals with the light, who is connected to the right brain, the mama brain, the mother brain, who has gone to the hallway, who has gone to the hallway. That is a Jew who has entered and turned upright. A Jew is somebody who enters into himself and turn upright, to face the burning bush, who has entered and gone into the wilderness. Wildness. Anytime you hear ness, N-E-S-S, it means having relationship with the wild or with that thing that came before, the ness. So when we say wellness, it means you having relationship with well. You understand? With a wellness. You see? So wilderness is where you have relationship with the wild. You can't be an upright being if you don't go into the wild. You must have relationship with the wild and learn from the wild. Because in the beginning, you were in the wild. Before you fell, you are the fallen angel. You can call it Anunnaki. You can call it any name you want to call him. You're very Satan. You are the one. You are the bringer of light. You are the Lucifer. But you have fallen. This is why many people are looking for Satan in all these religious sects and still cannot find Satan, because Satan is not an unseen being. Satan is man of wrong. A man of right is God in flesh. A man of wrong is Satan in flesh. Simple. That is all. An opposer of light is Satan. If you oppose light within your own self, you become Satan. Our people knows these things. They use it in their everyday language. I don't know where you be bonsam sa. Why you be bonsam? I don't know where you bonsam sa. Where you be bonsam? You understand? That is all. The language is everything. Do not be your own self, Satan. Don't do that. A satanic person is somebody who is not upright. who is mischievous, who opposes to righteousness, who is very wicked, who is very lustful, who is greedy, envious of another person, who is always jealous of another person, who speaks bad about people, even when they are up there, when they are doing right. It's not an unseen being with a pitchfork and a tail and a horns, as being, depicted in the books, religious books, to move your mind away from the reality. My name is Kongo Wattu. Remember that. I have no classmates in this business. I'm the only teacher who can break these things down to you. I've been doing these things from my childhood until now. Everybody that I started with either dead or weak, looking old and wretched. But I'm still around. And the generation, this one they call a Gen Z, is here watching me. Sometimes they think that they are my mate. Sometimes when I went to China, they say that you look like you are in your 30s. You look like you are this and that. I told them my age, they were shocked. They all pick a phone. They all want to take selfie with me. How did you do it? What is your secret? I'm an old soul, and I know how to recycle myself, and I know how to turn my biological clocks back again. If I want to look like I'm in my 25, I can look like that. As a matter of fact, you take an African American, an average African American who is 25, and then you compare him to me, you will see that we are the same. I might even look more handsome and fresher than them. Go take any footballer who is in their 30s and 35 and compare me to them. You will see that I look more handsome and more fresh and more younger than them. It's simple. This is why I don't debate and argue, you know what I mean, with people who don't know themselves. I am here, way up here. It's simple. I just want you to know today, I did not plan to come to live, but the message has come for me to share this one with you. As you know already, I have a lot of products for everything. Product for everything. But when I come, I even forget to tell you about my product. Tell you about, what this one and what that one do and all those things. They are there already. Everybody knows the products. They are there. JD Ointment, Detox, Sankofa Tea, Lubrication Formula, Magical Spray and stuff like that. Raw milk, CS, Strictly, you know what I mean? It's all about primal living. The first person to introduce raw milk, you know what I mean, as a way of medicine in Ghana. Remember that. The first person to mention the word kefir in Ghana. The first person, you know what I mean, to use suppository to cure so many people. Suppository, JD Ointment. The first person, you know what I mean, to use proteins and fat to heal everything in Ghana. First person. I am opposite to whatever everybody talks. I am not a herbalist. You understand? I am God on earth. I'm not a herbalist. I'm a naturalist. I deal with nature, not just herbs. When medicine, which is food, becomes corrupt, that is where we started to do what? Result in herbs. You understand? Original medicine is food, which is the what? The one that we consume. Whatever you consume must fuel your cells or it must kill you. It's simple as that. But our people don't know this. So they started eating starches, grains, and all this nonsense food, cooked foods. Entered into the bush and started to eat all this nonsense food. They've forgotten about themselves. And now when they start to get sick, they have to resort in the plant medicine. But I want everybody to leave that alone. and then go back to the original way. Know that you are a sphinx. Who is a sphinx? There are other people say, I'm a jejeta, someone who looks like a lion. You are a sphinx. You are a jejeta, a jejeta, or if I don't pronounce it well, you are someone, a man who is like a lion, a man lion. That is who you are. That is why we have the sphinx in front of the pyramid to tell us that we are lions in man. We are the apex human predators. So they have to use movies like Predator. Remember that movie? They have to use movies like Predator, you know what I mean, by Arnold Schwarzenegger to scare people that a predator is an ugly man and who is in the wild and yeah, killing people and tearing down, you know what I mean. Even when you watch the movie well, you will see that the predator sees far. The predator is very precise, you know what I mean, in hunting. You understand? Those who are opposing. But that is how they portray movies in Hollywood, you know, because it is Hollywood. That is all. They portray such movies to move you away from the truth. That's why they act vampires. And you see the vampires always sucking human blood and all those things, so that you will not study who is a real vampire. You understand? They make it look like there are some wicked people. Anybody who eats proteins and, you know, eating animal products is a vampire and all these kind of things. That is not how it is. Meanwhile, the elite, whilst they give you the grains and the cereals to eat, the cornflakes, the Tom Browns, and that we have created, whilst they give you the fufu and all the gari and all these so-called inventions. I hear someone says that fufu is the greatest invention by our ancestors. Fufu, you understand? Whilst they give you all these things, the elite are eating top notch. They are eating the what? The highest form of fuel. Whilst they give you petrol, they are dealing with diesel and even hydrogen. You understand? Whilst they give you all this rice, they are drinking raw milk. Go check the Epstein files. When he was not feeling fine, what the doctor told him to be eating, his own personal doctor told him to be eating raw liver, raw eggs, and raw milk. As a matter of fact, raw goat milk. That is what he told him when his testosterone level went down. Because when your testosterone goes down, then you start to do wicked things. I'm telling you that. You start to think bad. This is why men today are doing all kinds of crazy things online. They've turned into women now, and the women turn into men. Because their T levels gone down. Because they are eating sugar, energy drinks and stuff like that, which is not even energy drinks. You understand? It is crack. It is crack. It's just like cocaine. Anytime you take an energy drink, see yourself like drinking or sniffing a cocaine. It's no energy drink. And you see how they use celebrities to promote such drinks. They use your A-list artists to promote diabetes. They use your A-list artists to promote death. And so your A-list artists will be drinking it in the advert and then tell you that this is my secret drink. This is what made me to sing, rap, do this. It is all lies. Why are they not using real drunkards when it comes to alcohol? That when I won't say I'm so hypertension, advert. When was the last time you saw that? Me say, I didn't know mope will be a advert and sound advert. Monkofa Efokojo. That is done. Also, Monkofa Efokojo. And I said for a yatia or some go fatia, our bolga. Now more the man or now no atia, and I fokojo. No, but I'm on farmer. They will use celebrities, people that you think you respect them, because they are the idols of today. That's why they call them the icons. So they will use your own favorite icon or an idol that you respect so much, because the people, they don't know how to differentiate talent from wisdom. Once they see someone is singing song, beautiful song, you know, good lyrics, and not even good lyrics, like good music and beats and all these things, and the person is having a lot of fan base, they think those people are idols. They have to emulate them. And so they will use those people that you think they are idols to do what? Advertise a deadly weapon to the masses. They cannot use Kongo Wattu to do that advert. Because who knows me? I mean, few people. Those who knows, they are upright people. Then the upright people will not patronize such things. So they have to use the ones that got the heart of the youth. You know what I mean? The one that the youth always listen to or watch. It could be an actor, a very handsome actor or actress, to promote that rice, to promote that tomato paste, you know what I mean, to promote that drink, energy drink, so that the people will buy more. When they see the market is going down, that is what they do. The devil is a liar. The devil is in man doing wrong things. They benefit from killing people. But you must know these things. So do you think this message can go viral? Do you think TikTok is going to push this message that I'm saying? TikTok will never do that. TikTok chooses who to push to go viral. If you talk confusion, if you talk things, if you make nudity, you know, nude, remove your clothes, if you can sit down and eat all kinds of nonsense food, you understand? If you are gluttony and you promote glutton or gluttonous character, they will push you forward. There is even somebody who doesn't even talk. She just sits down and then remove her wrapper or whatever, and then her private part shows. She doesn't even talk. And she got like 10 million views. Yes? A woman just showing her private part got 10 million, 5 million. Comment. Seriously, go see the comment. It's all guys. It's all guys asking for number. Some people, they just don't talk. They just come and show themselves, their body shape. That's all. So this message can never go anywhere. It can only go when you are following the teachings and practicing the teachings start to talk about what the teachings has done for you. Don't come into my WhatsApp and come and tell me only. Don't come and tell me only. Congo, me start to say me do raw meat, no. Oh, me say me die pa, me say me na me chia me ya na say oh na me fibroid no na then na me moja this year no award then we be okay. Oh, me say na no. What's up there will be any one more share. It's not gonna go far. It's between me and you. You understand? When I'll catch them, but you have to bring it here. Because that is how they promote also the agents of what? The devil. That is how they promote. Celebrities will come and promote the lies. Celebrities will come and promote such person and post like making fun. Hey, I say me say me aduane hey, o say in this me pa check him man say aduane we am eating na ya na. You see? Tricks and kwa. And from there Once they see that this artist, A-list artist, is talking about such person, the fan base are going to repost it. They will repost it. And then the person goes viral. The same way, for those of you that you have benefited from my teachings, you also have to testify. That is how. So don't come in my DM and tell me that Kongo mentias yes boy we omo boy we go viral. And nipa that's saying to say one me na omo man go viral. You have to do the same thing. Remember when you were in the church, the way you speak about your religion, the way you defend your religion online, the same way you have to defend the truth. But you know what? Many people don't want to associate themselves with Kongo Wattu. Yes? Because he's too dangerous. So many people don't want to associate. Some people are even shy just to mention my name and say, and make video and say Kongo Wattu in a Sami area. They are even feeling shy. I speak as it is. And I don't care whether you are my friend or you are my mother. Many people feel shy. I'm ferry. I'm only teachings I am mom and some ferry. Some bebo meeting. Now we say this is the person that they follow. That's how it is. Hypocrites and parasites. So we give thanks. But I'm alright. I'll be around. If it's going to take 100 years for Ghanaians to know who I am, for Ghanaians to wake up and know themselves, I will still be around. I will be around. I will be around. Namaste. If it will take 100 years, I'll be around. I'm going to read something small from Laila's book today, and then later we'll go into some questions and answer. So stick around. Alright? I will say love and honor to all my team, Papa Nesto, Judy Culture, Friday Goddess, Sister Nimi, Sadiq. Thank you very much. You know, this is the team. Onyamedua Primal Foods. Strong one. Serving the whole world. That's it. We give thanks for that. And to all those who are watching and those who are practicing from the northern region, Green Millie, Sukun, and all Tamale people, Bolga, Wa, the soldiers, you know, police people that have been taking medicine, help from me, national security members, some of them, and even Ngochi Memorial, those there who've been taking medicine from me that don't want people to know. Yes, you know yourselves, respect still. And to many doctors, medical doctors that buys my product and gives to their client, thank you very much also. And to those also in Kolebu, you know, that been referring people to me, doctors, gynecologists, respect. And those in Konfanochi Hospital who also, doctors that have been watching me, that have been telling people to contact me, thank you very much. Yeah, I know you're doing so much, but because my teachings are very, very dangerous. My teachings are very dangerous. Yes, thank you very much. You know, I'm the cat, you know, we are the lions. I have many cats, you know, yeah, that is baby lions in the house. And so because of the teachings, some people, they feel like, ish, I teaching so there. Miss Row, say my country will be, say Unkodina, now Kodina Bibi Yenwa. People are afraid because they are living in fear. For the past centuries, Africans been living in fear. They don't know who they are. They are chasing spirits, they are chasing gods, they are chasing angels, you know, out of themselves. But they don't know that. They are the very embodiment. They are the very embodiment of the same things that they are chasing. They don't know. I'm going to tell you. I have a lot to tell you. Some say me go deep. Some say me reveal bibia mamu. Ti me reveal mamu. You will know yourself. You are going to learn new things. And you are going to learn it in a very nice way. New things. Amonte da. Obian kanchire mo da. Online, everywhere, in books, nobody. I'm going to teach you how I still survive until now. If I should tell you my experience, how I survive until now, I will teach you new things. Simple, okay? What they call vitamins and minerals and all these things that they name them, the micronutrient, the macronutrient, all that thing that they name, beloved family, these are all gods. This is why nobody unto today has ever proven what God is. No evidence. You go there, explain, tire. No evidence. This is why there's so much confusion all over the so-called spiritual groups and awakening groups, religious groups. Nobody has ever proven anything. Nobody has ever proven the existence of a soul. No one has ever proven anything, because everything is within, but they are trying to make it outside. They are trying to make it like something that is not known. Everything can be seen. Whatever can be seen has been documented, and it is still proven. There are machines called Kellyan photo. The Charles is here, a magnetic field. That is science. The anyone can never be proven. Magnetic field around you. They can measure your what we call aura is the magnetic field. Everything. Your machines are able to mediate. Now you need machine your machine or airport. Cocaine share we it to me who say cocaine share we X-ray. X-ray need to me who son no bibia. And above 40 which ya yen. Ane above 40 which na yen. Onkwana wo dia wotumi ne obofo ne communicate. Onkwa what obofo di. Onkwa pe na wo no wotumi ne communicate. Sa wo se wo obofo wo call airport ade na untu. And so wo kwa G flight we take it. Wo kwa G visa. O sa utu. Because about for some water by above for water by yes, I need debating my angels have wings, right? So if angels have wings and you have an angel, what was that ultimate transfer? Easy. It's here me person me go Europe. Me me visa. Say visa never about Semba. And bar, if you are no mistake, you been a work document anymore. The next time I will send me apply bill. You understand? Simple as it is. The member can't tell me say me about 4B. If me about 4, they will send me to me prove which I will send me about 4. Now say me about 4, me call visa application center. Now me find me document in call. There be me about 4. Yeah, agriculture. Me about. Ochina Sunday, neighbor. Me be landed. Vroom. Bata. Matina me bought for so. Na ma back land or Austria. The banesto, Moses saying. Ma vow, me back rapo, I me for Uganda, na ma pe. Upon China, mana. Me the atana me bought for so na me the. This is wisdom. Simple thing. But the same person who is selling you angel, selling you buffalo, that person is looking for American visa. That same person is looking for Germany or Canada visa. Until Uguru no akoto line. Ko visa center na kwhwe. Uguru no eto line. The day I went to China, I went to the the embassy. Kona kwhwe ubeshia amanfo abe shock you. Omoto line. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. Okay? I am making everything very simple. Me culture say bibia ewo wumu. You are the embodiment. That is why I say Allah is sufficient. You are the Allah. You are the what? The Allah. You are the arm. Okay? You are the leg. And you are what? The arm and the head. You are Allah. That's it. And you are sufficient. That means you have everything that you need for a specific purpose. That is the meaning of sufficient. Self-reliant. We are okay. You have everything that you need within yourself. Just make sure, say, a sonte, a power, electricity, and to make sure, say, a so empty. Just like you have your solar panels, you make sure, say, what the panel number 12 on 10 to me, then I saw that your small device. Say, touchlight, as simple as that. This is simple. I make it very simple for everybody to understand. Me buy Ghana for baby or mutie me, Obia ye who feeling, Motis and won't tear me. You would tear me biano, and suradi ebium, but ebua dear. Obia ye who I'm more paying for. I have not finished my teachings, please. When I finish, then we can do that, okay? But your map pick you so thank you very much, my team. When I finish, then we can see that, okay? Today is Thursday, or there, but I have to come and give you this message. Very important message. May say, you are the very angel that you are looking for. And it's not a too obedient angel and all those things. Your friend angel, and so no suffer. Your friend will be angel, and so no bread. It's only the African who won't say your friend will be Emmanuel, and so no Bohemia. Only African, your friend will be Prosper, and so only one Ghana cities will accountable. Prosper supposed to prosper, but Prosper is suffering. It's only Africa. I afraid will be Mawuto, God's property, and so Wadani Satan property. Mawuto Ebre. Because the people did not teach us, our ancestors, they knew these things. That's why they name us, they give us God's names. Mawuli, Mawuto, Mawunyo, Mawenya, Mawena, Mawusi. You know what I mean? Boafo, Boedi, you understand? Ajimai, Unawoji Omaino. They name us all these names so that we will know that we are the embodiment. But still, people have these names and they are doing opposite of it. So the macronutrient, I'm going to tell you all in relation to the very angels that you know, from the Egyptian side to the biblical side, because that is what all of us know. You know what I mean? Who is Ra? Who is this? Who is that? You understand? When it comes to the carbohydrate sides, and when it comes to the protein side, and the fat soluble side, and the B complex, and all those things, you will know these things. Very simple. So today is just an introduction. My mom will list them. My mom pen and paper. Then you list them. Okay? So we give thanks. We go switch up. We trust from many of my books in here. So come to the macronutrient, we have Osiris, or which we call Asari. Friend Asari. And I Greek for friend of Osiris. One say it sounds like that. Osiris. And I friend of Asari. Into Asari. Asari. A diakon. What you say? I don't know yet protein. Asari. Osiris. I don't know yet the builder. I don't know repair tissues. What you say? Into no. Or no, the story, no, I will give you the story. He was dismembered, yet he church anymore. That is the whole thing. Yet he church anymore. Name your friend is set. Name your brother, a friend is set. That's the story. The answer seven, no. Yet the answer seven, the child, yet he said, it church anymore. That dismembered Osiris. That is how you do what? Distribute proteins. It's a group of amino acids. And you have to look for them. So Osiris build and repair. That's all. Those who study chematologists and stuff like that, this almost someone will say that they just mention the name. Now Kofa Ank, they are two Mukomu, that is beautiful. But when you ask them Osiris, prove it to me where Osiris is. They cannot prove it to you. Obia hearsay. Because it's within you. That is the builder. That is what? The proteins within you. What I say. And the amount of fat, extra there, represent who? AC. Osiris in the year no. And then to be on until wherever you see fat, you must see protein. That is the package. I'm going to worry for fat and proteins. Fat and then your bano. Oh no, Isis. Greek for friend of Isis. Your friend of them. AC. Oko Rwanda. Kenya Rwanda. I'm friend AC. You see how it is. AC. Your friend of AC. Oko Latefo no one more. I'm friend of an AC. Until Latefo almost say more about my friend and AC. You know what I mean? I connect the hormone, I'm friend and AC. Osiris. And I had protein and AC. And I had a urano. And when you check the way they dress, the Nanesi conform exactly like how it is depicted in ancient Egypt or Shentakrache. If anything, Abuawe, vulture, opetiche, and almost vulture, niti, no the aye, once and eight years, say, no more the aye, intercrache. The same way in Latin, the same way in ancient Egypt. These are esoteric teachings. And they see Isis, EC. I don't know how to say, almost say, oh, as I say, oh, as ni AC. You know, more joining together, and I'm here asasi, asa ni AC. Oh, asasi, oh, Imam asa ni AC. Instead of them to focus within and make sure they do what? They become sufficient in Asa, Nanasa, any AC. They started to pour libation outside. The libation must be inside. The real libation is when you are able to what? Put in the proteins and the fat. That is Nanasa, any AC. In the AC. In the ancient Egypt, anytime Abehu Asa pe Boon said, Nigeriano, or the Nensa, Ashe, Nehanamo, Bonnie Kunomobai. You work together. Proteins and fat, they work together. So the fat, fat stores energy. Cushions organs, support hormones, and nourishes. You see, is the great nurturer and protector. That's all. Into no fat no organs ning na no. So we hu akoma da akoma. Say we onipa akoma. Say ye odwan de. Say ni ntwe de. Whether it is the heart of a what, a goat, a cow, a sheep, any mammal, polar bear, you see, or human, you see that there is a fat around the what, the heart. The waxy coated fat around the heart. That is what? Isis. That is the female. Fat protect organs. When the fat comes down, they be a show. When you are there, you panic. You panic. When someone closes the door, you panic. That means your fat is gone down. That is why they make sure that they give people a throwaway called statin to lower the fat. Now we even show more. Now we weak. Also we reduce cholesterol. We reduce cholesterol. Yeah, they are saying say cholesterol. Yeah, in today piano. And at the hospital, you say me what cholesterol. You say me what cholesterol. You want to reduce your cholesterol. We reduce so many or two. If you reduce it, you are not going to have erection as a man. If you reduce your cholesterol, you are not going to have your kids as a woman. Even if you don't eat food that contains cholesterol, you are always going to produce cholesterol. Because nature is so wise, this body is so intelligent. On himself, you need cholesterol to protect your organs. So every day, I'll produce cholesterol. Upa kase we a vegan, men DBBA contain cholesterol. Go and check your cholesterol. Your cholesterol is still going up. Because nature is so wise. That is how or the protective organs. Into we share the kidneys now, cholesterol to protect the kidneys from shock blows. There are cholesterol everywhere. The liver everywhere to protect you. Your gut, if you dissect a mammal like a goat or sheep, you will see lining of fat plenty inside. That is what protects you. That is what they call the immune system. That is what protects. It's a wall that shields you. That is AC. That is AC. You understand? I wish that I knew other languages, like from the northern region, local languages, you know, and how they call the feminine. You understand? The goddess. And then you have to the goddess. And then you have Wattu mudin goddess now break. So be so your goddess. Say goddess. Say goddess. So I bet now no makasano. Goddess no why dry. Goddess why dehydrated. Because only goddess when you move. Goddess is the fat, soluble. Simple. Until what baby asa, we deep. The goddess is the fat within you. That is why Catholic for almost sorry down normal to Our Lady Fatima. You know the meaning of Fatima. Fatima. Normal to Our Lady Fatima. Fatima is fat. About saying if anything Catholic, to Muslim din, there are two months or so. Lady, Our Lady of Fatima. How? Catholic building or near trust Fatima. It's all about the fat within you. Roman 4, I saw dying. And so you have to Fatima. Our Lady sees any attitude the Mary Nesania Mano, yes, rather than a woman. And a potato and a mawa war. And a bema winyanta for winyanta san in Yama. The more you have, the more you become fertile as a woman, the more ultimately releasing Kosia more. In Kosia no fat, in Kosia, Sana Kosia Kobo, Kosia no Yokutiano, a fat, Yokumi a fat, and Sana was Otto, Sadia. Was Otto Kosia. So if you are running away from that fat and you are drinking things all the time, now we have concussion, Now no spices be near share spices we now now say what they burn or fat now. Danger. In Banimu Biano no Mosania man, they've been drinking all this concoction and a wintia and a pepper and a from Wissa and a day and a precase or my one no more all the time because they hear it online say a burning cholesterol. You are destroying your femininity. You are destroying your own mother. Until once a baby in South I feel no better or better. That woman who will be drinking those things, a time will come, their menses will not come again. Then they will be going to the church looking for solution. Menses is not coming again. There is time for everything. You use a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's it. But where you have taken it upon yourself, say this is what you are going to drink because in your mind, the fat inside of you is bad. So you are burning all. The fat that is bad is the one from the vegetable oils, the canola oil, the sunflower oil, the safflower oil, and all these vegetable seed oils, so-called corn oils. That is what we call bad fat because they are not recognized by our mother. They are not. The only fat that our mother wants is the fat from animals. That's all. Bioavailable, fat-soluble vitamins. Vitamin A, vitamin D, E, K1, K2. And I'm going to tell you all, if not today, all of them. Who is vitamin A? Who is vitamin B? Who is them? Who is B complex? You will know all of them. You understand? And what they do. What the B complex? B1 is for awakening. Yes? B2 is for illumination. It's for illumination. You understand? B2. And B3 is fire. You know what I mean? And B5 for creation. You know what I mean? B6 for communication. B6 for communication. B9 for birth. You understand? And B12 is for resurrection. So if you don't have all these things inside of you, how are you going to have erection? Erection is resurrection. This is why many men are weak. Many men are what? Weak. They don't know anything. Respect to Sister Nimi. This is why many men are what? Weak now. They have to drink something in order for them to have erection. Because they don't have no what? All this B complex inside of them. It's a complex. They don't have it. They don't have it. They are weak in communication. Good women love communication. Communication, yes, you can communication. Obi oba correct. Or person or sharing. It's called mind sex. What journey or share. And then I'm by share general almost sika. But oba correct no or share wa sika no properties or share wa journey. Your communication, how deep you are into life. That is what was happening then. But today it's all about what you can afford. Can you take care of me? Yes, I will not date a man who cannot buy me bone straight, who cannot buy me this. So right now the women are walking around, searching for somebody who can pay their bills, who can, buy their hair, they say skin care, and all those things. Not here. Not someone with the B complex. They are not looking for a man with a B complex. A man with a communication skills. A man with awakening, mind. They are not looking for that. They are looking for somebody who can give them Lamborghini, Bugatti, and all those things. Who can rent 2-bedroom apartment for them. Oh, Papa Kurabo, no bicycle. You want 2-bedroom from a man. Oh, Papa, bicycle grow nibi. Oh, Papa sees you no bicycle Kurabo on toy. But open say obiba, you call rent 2-bedroom amount. Into obey amount, obey your amount. They will do it for you, and then they will have a way into you. Because you're supposed to open your mind and close your legs. But you rather open your legs and close your mind. Can you imagine? So now they are online, now they are shouting, they are crying and all those things and this and that. So now, you see, relationship is gone haywire. Nobody trusts nobody again. Something very beautiful thing, sacred thing. Relationship secret between Nancy and Asa. A secret thing between a protein and a fat. That was so beautiful. They used nutrition to separate the protein from the fat. They separated it. And the same thing projected it outside. Because once you separate the proteins from fat, you make fat look so evil. That is how women started messing up. I hope some people know what I'm talking about. They separated nutritionally. The reason why women nowadays cannot find the right person to be with, because the women themselves, they have separated the fat from the proteins inside of them already. And the men do the same thing. And you know, everyone is going opposite direction. Into no kwa na obema no akwa konyo oba oyede oba osro the goddess fat no osro the goddess fat no no akoshi obo so akoshi obema osro the goddess fat no osro Fatima we so osro Fatima no makwa akoshia. Who is going to bring you together? The same feminine energy fuel that fuels your brain cells, that same cholesterol. You are running away from her, and then you wonder why you are not getting a good man. Only the fat and the proteins can bring us together, so that we can have 100 years of marriage and relationship. Once again, 60 good years of living together, 70 years, then we can celebrate. Without bringing the fat and the protein together as a package, there is no way relationship is going to last. No way. And there is a called no way. No way. And there is a called no way. You understand? So you have to know that vitamin A is for what? It will represent the eagle. Vitamin A represents the eagle. It's for what? It's for vision. Vitamin D represents the lion. So even the vitamins, each vitamins represents each animal. Vitamin D represents the lion. Yes? For what? For solar authority. For solar what? Authority. The lion. The vitamin D. Straight up from the sun. And vitamin E represent the ox. You know, ox. Ox, another word for ox is like cattle. You understand? Ninchi. Represent what? Fertility and abundance. That's why when it comes to the cow, you see that all ancient Egyptians, they don't joke with the cow symbols. You know what I mean? Even in the northern region, you see that they have a festival where the women are wearing these cow horns and stuff like that. For what? Abundance and fertility. That is vitamin E. So if you have more vitamin E inside of you, your skin glows, your eyes, everything, your skin, you look so fresh. Vitamin A for your eyes, you see like an eagle, or caught there, far. You understand? Vitamin E, beautiful skin. Vitamin D, the lion. You know, Leo. You understand? And vitamin K for what? It's a man, for wisdom and order. Wisdom and order. And then we come with the electrolyte. the 4 electrolytes. When you talk about electrolytes, you have sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. And I did already tell you, this is the Mami Water. I have a teachings on it long time ago. If you go to the priest and they tell you that Mami Water is following you, it's nothing but what? The electrolyte. Not just an electrolyte and a swati. If you go to any priest, be a babalao, be a pastor or whatever, and then they are telling you that, oh, Mami Water ne how, Mami Water ne the how, or tete, or Mami, how come, Mami, when was the last time someone proved of Mami Water? When? And Mami Water, and Mami Water ne tete, and I did, and I Mami Water, and I yemoya. And I assume, and I said, I told you that these are all waters within you. These are electrolytes. I've been saying these things on Facebook for long, since 2016 when I started going on live. You see, because nobody teaches that. You see, when you find like 20 people or 30 people saying the same things, that teaching goes faster. But when one person is saying the same things all over and you don't get anybody saying the same thing, it's tough. It's very, very tough. Me say videos I mean what on Facebook no. A does some change videos I mean what on YouTube. I what like me yewa. Videos I mean what topic ben I mean can. A does some rough. Live videos. I mean, for 4 hours. I make a non-stop. No co-host. Live videos. A lot of live videos. Mami Water is what? Simply the electrolyte within you. So depending on which water they mentioned, if they mentioned that you, the spirit that is bothering you, is the sea, apple. Any do with you know, that means you are lacking sodium. You are lacking sodium. Simple. These are the electrolytes within your brain that will make you to function. They are in your cells. You are lacking salt. That is the Mami Water from the ocean. If they say, oh, the Mami Water is that worrying you, no, this one is not from the ocean but from the river. That means potassium. Ocean. Simple as that. So, sodium is water in what? Motion. Potassium is lightning within. Calcium is earth made solid. Magnesium is the quiet what? Moon. These 4 together help regulate the electricity activity and allows nerves and muscles, including the heart, to function. I'm making my e-book, so when I have things, I write it down, I speak it, and then I get a transcript. You understand? So, at the right time, I'm going to print them, small pamphlet. You know, talk about this one, talk about that one, and then, you know, like you people are waiting for. Write something for us, write something for us. I'm doing that. It's simple. They provide electricity inside of you, just like our battery. The Mami Water of a car is the battery. So you can have the best engine or whatever, but without your battery, your car will not move. It wouldn't move. You need a good car battery to charge the car, to move the car. So you need sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium. These are the 4. These are the 4 waters within you. That's it. The Mami Water within you. And our people, they don't get it. So that our people got confused because they did not get any priest who has wisdom. Again, everybody was living in fear. Spiritual monopoly took over. And then they started to teach outside things. And so they would rather go to the, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's nothing wrong. You go the sea and, you know, pray to the sea or whatever. But it depends on what your mindset is. It depends. If your mindset is that there is a being there who is responsible for your suffering, that is wrong mindset. But if your mindset is that, man, you know, egare, I'm a cancer papa, I'm a home because me feel sad, and they say me feel sad because me say a punso way, a woman. Me feel sad, and they say me feel sad, me nim say lagoon way, then in Chinin, you know, lagoon way, no, insuo frau, a rivers, and ababe joining, making it what potassium, and ababe boapono, into no. Me ko any omo din komo because omo timimu na omo san so wa abonten. That is why we call it microcosm of the macro. So if your communication is about that, that is what we call namaste. Namaste means that the divine within you is greeting the divine outside, or is as recognized the divine outside. The divine within me has recognized the divine outside. That's all. But if it is about, oh, there is a being, oh, there is a woman with a long hair, you know, and a mirror, who's always combing her hair, you know, that has been depicted on the shrines and stuff like that, you will live in fear. You will not focus within. Every time you will run to the waters and nothing will happen. You know how many times rituals that I have done, nothing will happen. Not knowing everything was nutritional. Somebody want to be pregnant right now. That somebody want to have a good relationship right now. And the person is going to a priest or priestess or conform, malam, whoever. And then they are telling them, oh, your genie. Oh, you have a genie and your genie is in the ocean, your genie is in here and this and that. So you should go and do this to the genie and go and appease. The highest appeasement is to nourish yourself nutritionally. This is why I said it on Mami Grace, that spirituality is nutrition. Go watch that video again. I never change my words. Spirituality is nutrition. But I did not want to go deeper there. Okay? So I kept some things. Spirituality is nutrition. You are the very, very mommy or papa, whatever that you are looking for. They are inside of you. So when the sodium comes down, potassium will stay into the body too much. That's why every time you sleep, your body is trying to bring this homeostasis, you know, everything in balance. So when the potassium is too much in your body, you drink too much water and you go and sleep, what happens? What happens? When you drink too much water, 30 minutes before you go sleep, right away, what happens? Frequent urination. You'll be waking up. Why? Because you have too much of rivers inside of you. And the river cannot overtake the sea. It is the sea that produces much of the oxygen. The highest percentage of oxygen in the atmosphere is coming from the sea. So if you take too much of plain water, which is the rivers and the lakes, you will wake up throughout the night until the kidney finds that balance. So some people, you will see that their sleep itself comes around 5 a.m. or say, and then you're about 4 and I'm to me die. You're about 5 and I'm to me die. Yes, because throughout the night, 12 the body is so wise, trying to save you. Because I guess so kidney na filter excess plain water now. Do you know what will happen to you? You're going to swell up. You're going to swell up. You wake up with puffy face. You wake up with puffy eyes. You wake up with foot swollen. That is what is happening to now the so-called kidney people who have this dialysis. They have to go to dialysis and stuff like that. So then I catch them. Yes, I catch them. So mama monum so bebre. Mama monum so bebre. And you want no so cancer in so ye. Into monum so bebre. After that, I'm saying the devil is a liar. Serious liar. The same person who told you that you should drink 8 glasses of water. Water is very, very good. You should drink more water. Who did not tell you that as you are drinking the water, you need salt to accompany? Because these two, sodium and potassium, they can be very, very troublesome. They are rivals. They can be very, very serious. And the ocean will not allow the river to overtake. These are two sisters. One is Mary and one is Magdalene. One is Mary, one is Magdalene. Mary is the sea. For those people who live in Italy, tell me the meaning of Mary, how the Latin people call the sea. It's Mary. You understand? Mary is the sea. Magdalene is the rivers. These are the two women. They must be balanced. And so your kidneys, when your kidney sees that there is no balance, you will be wee throughout the night or pee throughout the night. Magdalene want to take over. No, you can't take over. I am the elder wife, the sea. That's why they call it 7 seas. Catholic people even have it. They write our 7 seas of something. They, sometimes they name it. The 7 seas, Our Lady of 7 Seas. Everything is nutritional. And the moment our people recognize this and realize this, that's it. That's game over. So Kongo, what's your secret? What's some of them? Because I recognize myself as Nyami. That is why the scriptures in the earlier days, when it was translated into Chi, it was called Anyame Sem. Anyame Sem. Eya Anyame Sem. Enya Nyame, but Anyame Sem. Eya Yenyina Yehumsem. That is what we call the trumpet, the first awareness. Until then, I see I will be as Nyame. I was started to say, was some because so some so the scripture says that instead of worshiping the Creator, the people are now worshiping the creatures. They are worshiping the creatures instead of the Creator. They are worshiping creature instead of Creator. Sumu enya akwa. Ina mobe sumu nya akwa. They grinded the language. Tree language is grinding language. It's grinding language. Sumu nya akwa. Eye sumu enya akwa. Worship thyself, serve thyself. Not a slave. Man, know thyself. When you go to ancient Egypt, the University of Luxor, it's written there before you enter. Man, know thyself. The University of Luxor. You should know yourself. I will tell you all who is Michael, who is the angel Michael, who is Gabriel, who is this, who is Raphael. I will tell you all. You will know. Anne. Until go baby now we got you say, we Raphael oil. We Raphael say, say me oil. And there was spiritual warrior illiterate ruling the people. There was spiritual warrior and Saint Michael warrior. Near I could found oil be near the brow, na cross will be, and a buff will be crash sword on any in a some warrior way. Would you jaria? We now warrior. No, these are nutrients. Once you have this nutrient within you, you have power, you have peace of mind. You conquer everything. You will see in your dreams that you are fighting and you are winning. Thank you very much for loving me. And I love you too. It's all about love, you know. Much love. That's all I say. Put Romeo. Much love. You must love yourself. It's about falling in Gabriel, Michael, whatever, Raphael, you hear it. Then. You can't see nobody. It's all fallacy. These are all within you. It's inside of you. So when you make them come out alive inside of you, will be able to image piano or your Bruni or a Chinese or a Dan who say yes, this person knows themselves. Now me had in a video, Judy culture to me in a video which I brought for and then the statement that they make right away, they don't even know me. The statement, just listening to my voice, how much you know to me bomb voice what is a Bluetooth speaker. Once the white people hear it, they say, who is talking? This is God. Sanity. And then when they see my image, they know. Your image must show that you know yourself. Means Obroni Surome. Obroni Mpe will be a Wonyansan. Will be a Wonyansan, say, Obroni on panel. Me say, me inquire blame. Namin and Satam, I know, Yaninam beach in Yama. And I'm rich. Yes, here, a friend is a professor of Ukonam Beach, Ubinya Brof. You know, I grew up in Labadi, and Labadi, Charlie, things are tough. So, you know what I mean? Even though I be cool, but yeah, they are shady team, yeah. Rasta, Ukonam T Beach, a Brofon Hua, obey to me, then. And your chance now, and then walk up, Bruchy. I brought from my name, Penny. So sometimes I was asking myself, why? I didn't. I'm fair. I'm only doing come on, but I'm on penny. Until children I'm being so I'm open quasi floor. 7. Open quasi floor. And I'm saying it. Quasi for weak-minded junkies. You're a junkie. Weak-minded. Yes, but me see so who say we a junkie. Wono to me man one row now or man a friend is saying whiskey you know no more. Obet me up boy man like that's all. Anything about the foul. There are so many mema wo mukrom. But we hear abe ye the way man. But when they reason with me, they can see that no. My may be too much. And ya dia on bet me man. Because I'm sorry at Nyande. Secondary school, Nyana Misha Tashiki. Sorry at keeping pick afro. The woman want to almost say, no, this boy is too wise. We can't. In fact, I'm telling you, I was having some inferiority complex on me at a point in time. I mean, me say me home yafe. Entia. But me share Crawford, me share boys are more for more the omo corner was acquire your share jeans back win tan jeans back on tight one tan in and I'm no mania obroni mo ye de ne kwa abrochiri. Na me no boy dream papa me say me pe obroni bi na me na aye de na yetumi a create so many things enya me na mo pe. And I'm paso Madam for 4 nyina ya be fa o call nyina ende o mu nyina ya ada ne junkie. Sister and Linda, they are my witness. Ba kokura besra me. Ohun ne sin na ahye, ne sin tutu aye some way. Anybody dey that only me. Amu nyina ya tan wadana kokora. Obroni no ko yusu no a cigarette ni niama basa. And then the catch us say me mate me age a unjindi. Nti moma mweninda ho. Munye mu ho adwuma. We ho adwuma at the right time. Everything will unfold. So sometimes when you want to go somewhere and I say unu obi wo ho na emfa ne niama and I say manin yes say a spiritual thing bi na ena unu obi tata wo beifo obi tata wo no. We level of consciousness, you know, sometimes, you know, universe, you know, and man growth will be in Bawa Brabumsa. I don't say our perform by you know, I don't say, but do one or who you see young boys, you know. Do one and who you see your boys, you know. Do one number 5 ignorant boys, you know. Until no boom say or Bruni was 60 years, not by 25-year-old boy. When we say it is not realistic, we know a 60-year-old Bruni about a 25-year-old African boy. It is not love, you know already. There is an agenda, there is a motive behind that. So we give thanks, know thyself and know your nutrient. I'll read one thing from Laila Africa. In Vienna, then we interact about autism. And this one, I know, Papa Nesto will take this autism part because a lot of people been asking me questions about this thing. And it's very, very serious case now. Autism. So let us go and read something. Like I said, I know what causes it. But I want to read from Laila's Africa's own book, African Holistic Health book, or African Holistic Science book. Na munina mehunia Laila, no ye vegan o. Ya ka kire mdadada. Ye ba vegan mo pania na legends na ono na ye ni na yedi nichi. Ntinia okan ya about autism. Muntie obi a wa bi a wo autistic child. Obi a wo bi na wa ye ready so person wo. Munina muntie na monfa into monfo na monhwe the solution na ma ye no me ka kire mo say oma solution obema wo vitamins ne sa ne ama no solution owia no ama wo herbs so their solution na wo no afa nya wo fi say wo no e betunya aboa wo. So he will give you vitamin solution, which is supplement, because you know the vegans, they cannot access the nutrients, some of them, okay, due to no animal product. So they are always into the supplement world. So he's going to give you all those things and why each supplement, why this, why that, and then talks about the herbal side, and then something called the glandular side, which I am promoting these days. The glandular, okay, glandular means the organs of what? Mammals. Okay. With that being said, let me just take a bite. Liver King. One more. You wash it down with some kefir. Let's talk about autism from Lila's point of view. Autism come from auto, that is self, and ism, condition, self condition. So Lila is breaking down the word autism. That autism is made up of auto. It's made up of auto. Thank you. It's made up of It's made up of auto. which is self, and ism, condition. It's a syndrome that usually appears in childhood. It's a syndrome that usually appears in childhood. Autism. Okay? The person seems to be withdrawn into themselves. Tends to be alone, unable to coherently communicate to others. Uses nonsense rhyming. Interrupted. Lacks. Oh no. Uses nonsense rhyming. Yeah. Is withdrawn. Sorry. Has repetitive play activities. Not just say adie odi agro adie a oye na no oye. So ojina adie bi ho a no na oye obetumi agina sa adie no for 6 hours no ojina ho sa repetitive, activity. Autism as na you can. And will go into a rage. Not just on the fupa if play is interrupted. Not just say adie na oye no. Say, when you stop that child who has autism, who is doing a repetitive activity, trying to chew a cloth, chewing of a cloth for an hour or two, and you go and interrupt, they go into rage. They go into rage. So Lila is describing what they do. They lack response to love. They almost need or dogs like that. Response to love. Of course. Nurturing and affection. Okay, a timber and nurturing affection. They don't have. May beat on themselves or bite themselves and have episodes of hyperactivity into almost to make cow and have episodes of hyperactivities. That is on to mean jinafa in who autistic child what to mean jinafa what to mean atanase on to mean atanase for 2 seconds. Hyperactivity. Adrenal boom. Or say, basically, they cannot get out of their minds ideations, and you cannot get into their minds. Naturally, say, who want to mean who near all my dream? You know, one casacra, so no want to mean feel my dream in some way be. And easy. They have emotionally looked into themselves. They are emotionally, locked into themselves and exclude reality. Their IQ tends to not to be a factor as they test from low to high range. You see? So sometimes, a man want to me, yes, some special, nice, with a special kid. Because sometimes they can do some things. Wow. Last time I was watching an autistic video be autistic. So of far basketball no toya when professional basketball players will find it difficult. They will find it difficult. But these children or cases like that, they are able to do that. They are able to do. Okay, so let's go to the solution. But this is very simple. Now, Lila talks about supplement. He says multivitamin and mineral, magnesium plus calcium, vitamin B complex, vitamin B2, B5, potassium, vitamin E, choline, vitamin C, So these are the supplements for them. And that is what I've been telling parents. All these supplements, you know, for autistic children, they are in raw liver. They are in raw milk. They are in raw eggs. They are in butter. They need all these things. But the parents, they put these children who have autism on high carbohydrate foods. Sugar, pasta, rice. The more ankwala need this anyway, no, na hyperactivity no, apija na it become like demonic. Because they don't know. They think, oh, the first child, oh, that's me one ankwala and one of the more mudi and then yeah, be upianin ni then baby ofi buy. And you know, say firstborn. What is that? They are born in a firstborn. No, yeah, okay. I know. Say everybody, every child is going to do what? Accept that nonsense. Because gene is dominant. It will be able. Be one of gene be our father. I am dominant with the my great grandfather be our best starch high carbohydrate pa. And no waba. No. Any shade. Go on muswa. Or your raw primer child in a waba back, no. Strictly proteins and fat. And I would any baby fast up kind so. Yeah, what they fat, what they could fat so. If you say, who bet me the kwame and fast, there be a different. Oh, wait there, sign I will be tolerated, mama, no. But I mean tolerate. So they will fight. And the fight is the sentence that Lila just laid down here. Biting themselves, doing this. They are protesting. I want to mean kasa into all protesting by rage, by biting. If you move cry, you carpet in any man. If you move carpet, if you move fast second blade. So you have to make sure that you don't, expose those things. So these are the vitamins that I mentioned. And these videos will be there on YouTube so that you can watch it again and advise yourselves and your sisters. So when it comes to the glandular, like I did tell you, glandular raw organs. Look at what Lila said. It's good to treat an autistic child. And I've been saying this for years. Raw brain. Raw brain. And one it's too bright, but hope you can get it. Let me see today if I can get it. It's too bright. Okay. Raw brain. Yeah. Raw brain. I don't know what. Raw brain. Raw brain. Raw brain. It's simple. What are the brains? The brain of a cow, of any mammal, sheep, lamb, goat. Just give them raw brains to eat. That's all. Give them raw brains. Cut all the carbs, the pasta, the noodles, what you call it, the breads, the junk, the sugars. Cut them. Because the more they eat, the more the demon increases in them. The frequency. I'm more different carbohydrates in the sanko for no. They say, Mopa manga samonia mo experiment. Toya monedi. Men fa enambia nkan en ton chinam en tohwe ukọ emuru anu a o se mpacho me toya mo 30 Ghana cedis, na di money nyina. Just eat the rice like that. And fa nambia nkan so o se na enye o de ntime fa na nkan you have to experiment on the carbs alone. Nashe throughout the day how you are going to behave. Your girlfriend, your wife, whoever will observe it. They tell them they should observe you. Your mood, everything. Eat rice alone and see if you will be able to sleep. If you will be able to sleep in the evening, better. Or eat corn alone. Kenke, just buy kenke or any akple, whatever. Or fufu alone. No, soup. You can't even make soup. You can't even do that. Like soup, vegan soup, soup without anything. They don't tell you the truth. Me say I've been there already. Vegans, we are the most depressed back then. And you're so rough. Yes, sorry, and I just several times. John so throughout. Until I a phone. But we think we are looking cute. With all our 6 packs, we think we are looking cute. And so now, into whom and those days, early 2000s, no more. Yeah. We need that gym. And so now, I may go through. Into my home. Me te torture almost na passengers, na almost 2 window almost na bibi yeme. Almost 2 window almost na bibi yeme. I can't breathe. Bona, I can't breathe. Sometimes I have to tell the driver, mate, pacho, Messi wa. Baby, I may come and do here. And me too, I'm that type. I mean, person may have. I can't be Sometimes you tell the people those who are sitting near the window that they should open the window. They will not open the window. They say from they will not open and it becomes a fight. So I will not even ask anybody to open the window. I will just tell the mate, Pacho, if I'm going to Achimota, I will tell you that I will get down at Alajo. I'm suffering. Imagine. Just to catch air. Because I can't tell them that I want to catch air. I feel embarrassed. Because we're supposed to be healthy. That's what they told us. We are vegans. We are supposed to be healthy. And I'm seeing all these people sitting in a car thinking they are not healthy. And me rather, me dim vegetables, I'm here healthy. So I will tell them quietly, Messi, just to catch air. And then I'll pay another lorry fare again next time when I see another torture. I've gone through a lot. And most of them are going through this thing. But they will never tell you. You can never have a good night's sleep. Until within 1 year, won't say, Sana will start here. 1 year, Sana will start here. Wafon, study your pictures. Go and study their pictures. You'll see that 2 years ago, 3 years ago, so who say or build there's something that they are doing. They are lying. They are cheating. They are doing something that they don't want you to know. And most of them are doing. Now say Yaki are waking you say then one better and say was started so woody fish. On any family, almost started so moody fish. They are now eating wild caught salmon. After how many years? Telling the world that and I'm Yaki awakening. See, I'm also woody fish on any family. But me so would do that. I feel now why then? What to me admit the abetuja. I feel on the abetuja. Because I'm a shasana or any yereno na or what meaning say the yerin vegan. I'm paso. My thought was right. And say other better. Until whom so master they say omo ye come and omo ye fair. they have started to do something. But ego will not allow them. Embarrassment in this animal. Chemti mina man to me deceiving Crawford pass. You know, me baby can't show myself see no me di nam. Into me can't show. I have to maintain that posture. I have to maintain it at all costs. But me bow out. The first person to do that in Ghana. Bow out the kind. Bold step. And I make sure say, me back and bring them closer to Ra. Or Ra is the lion. So that is autism for you. So Lila says that raw brain is the solution. The brain of a mama. Raw brain. Cow, goat, sheep, lamb, brain. Just go get it and use it in the food. Men yeshe. Wait to me higher than out of kife, out of CS, you know, coconut stuff like that, and blend, make it smoothie. I know those children, they tend to be picky because one of man here picky is say one of my pesi one of my pesa. It is your fault. So you have to have patience. Takra now the maybe a fruit to be a or pear, fruit to be a say mango, and I say pineapple, any fruit be a no na then fa blended. Brain no. Now takra now undi now yine fruit carbohydrates no pasta and all those things. Before you see inserting the ointment as suppository. Now the triano. A better man I calm, which I'm supposed to train on high part of the from now doing the best assistant because they have an issue with their gut also. Because the gut is what they call the second brain. It's the same thing. The way here like fat, here too like fat. Your second brain is there. As a matter of fact, it is the first brain because that is what developed before brain started forming in the womb. But they are calling it the second brain, so let's accept it like that. But it is the first brain, your gut. And autistic children have issues with their gut. That is why they can be there 7 days, they don't go to toilet. They are highly constipated. Because then a mama will go toilet. I drink a mama will go toilet. I drink also I drink a calm. Why drink a calm? Uja nine kama. Or say you stress, you doubt, you say man if you why drink a calm person. As soon as you to make a jaw. You must let go the past. You don't have to constipate here. If you constipate here, you're going to constipate here. Corn is against. That's the meaning of corn. So don't constipate yourself. Your thought must not have constipation. That means you are holding on to shit. You are holding on to the baggage. Ubia ubibi unjaimu. Na uni mnyama ni pae. Uni mnyama ni pae. From Adamfo to Mba unim. And so still I am the most peaceful person on earth. Me a peaceful rough. Me make me at that 5 times in a day. 5. And I'll still serve the people. Super high all the time. I'm like a baby. I can sleep like 5 times, 4 times. Peaceful. Last time somebody me charted to one stress level 1%. Just said me 1% stressing me home. You know, stressing me home. Now my cut said be at 22%. I become like super high, like a baby. You see me yawning, super high. Oxygen is blowing in my brain. fresh. So we give thanks every time. Much love. Much love. Today I did not work because of you. No problem. So let me answer some questions and see if I can do justice to it. For those who have asked questions and I did not see it, you can type again. Much love. All right. Let's go. Please, can a cure for a person, can you cure the person with a heartbeat below 40? Of course. They are lacking fat, they are lacking sodium, they are lacking potassium, magnesium, all those things I mentioned. There is nothing even to cure. It's just to understand yourself nutritionally and know that you are made up of nutrition. You are in no hurry. As they say in Kenya, Rwanda, in no hurry. NTR, no hurry means a lion. You are a lion, in no hurry. That is who God is, a lion. But you are the conquering lion. You are the one who conquers that lion. You are the conquering lion. That's all. And start to eat the right food. Please, is there any remedy for stamina? Of course, they are lacking oxygen. That means they are lacking iron and copper. So they need to eat more raw liver. And you can also contact us 0240932222 so that we help. I urinate throughout the night. That means you have too much sugar. You're suffering from diabetes. I don't want to say it, but you are suffering from type 2. You urinate too much. Your insulin is helping you. You are producing so much insulin. That's it. So when you produce so much insulin, your insulin will always try to defend you, to bring down the sugar and get rid of it. Send a signal to your kidneys that, hey, you have too much of what? Sugar, to get rid of it. That's it. Get our book. Get our book. The wisdom. The complete package. Yeah. Our product is our book. Who is your product? Who you should to say book is the word. It will purify you. 0240932222. What do you think of olive oils? Olive oils are very dangerous, commercial. It's a very dicey topic. We don't have much olive trees in the world. And there is a documentary of all these olives. Oil. You understand? It depends on the brand. Most of the olive oils, they are not. So I will advise you, because of me, I know proper olive oil. Nobody can buy it. When I say nobody, I'm saying ordinary people, like the way pastors and church members been buying olive oil. 1 liter, 500 ml. No. Good olive oil. Any ordinary person over to me at all. I used to have some. I think we still have some or something like that. Pure green, darker, like military color. That is how olive oil is supposed to look like military color. And it is the Lebanese people who sells the correct one. It's dark green, like military color. Very expensive for a liter. So all these olive oils that you have in the market, people are using it to do prayers and all those things. That's not olive oil. They use another oil, like vegetable oils, carrier oil. They call it carrier oils. The olive Arabia frafra. you have to need in. So you just have to, know yourself. Yes. 0240932222. I'm a therapist who teaches and they take care of kids in the UAE. Thanks for the education. Oh, nice one. Thank you very much. Keep it up. That is very honest. So he's a therapist in UAE who teaches kids to take care of themselves, especially when it comes to autism. That's very good. Thank you. Pig oil, is it good? Pig oil. Yeah, if you want it. You can see that I don't talk about pig too much, because the one that we used to eat is called hog. You understand? Cocotte. Wild one. Hog. So you can see that I always talk about cow, this, that. I always stay on the safer side. That's it. But hey, say Yemawa. No one butter is 500. Butter is the most expensive thing, Butter is a full and for crap on my jay. I'm crying on my say, you see how much jay. What you say, until you break answer. Because they are kids now, they are in Accra, or now they are in Ghana now, and they are used to Ghana oils and nyama. So now they don't. But when Fulani is in Burkina and Mali, they are able to do all those things for themselves. They don't eat any seed oil. But once they come to this side, the southern belt, they change. So because it takes a lot of milk, imagine 1 gallon of milk, 1 gallon of milk. You have to leave the gallon of milk overnight for you to have a cream like that, small cream on top like that. That small cream, and now the butter, no, and you might not even get like that 300 ml small cream. So you need a lot of milk, and then they feel like they are going to waste the rest of the milk, because the butter is the key to the milk. So if you take that cream on top, then I'm going to say milk now, it has become skimmed. You see, it has become useless. So they will tell you that now they cannot do it. Yeah, I've asked them several times. So yeah, do your own research. I'm not going to promote any brand here. Do your own research, okay? I made a mistake because somebody was asking me on Mami Grace, and then I made a mistake. Then I mentioned the brand name. I'm not going to mention it here anymore, because the person was outside. Oh, we're outside. And I feel like, you can get it. You can get some. But we have some locally made. But we can still drink that. Yes, we can still drink. But you're not going to have the full benefit from that skim milk. That is what they've been selling. Skim milk. Once they remove the butter, that's why the dairy industry, once they remove the butter, then the skim milk, they package it in a box, put preservatives. Some of the milk in paper boxes, like even milk, then milk, no natural skim milk, no fat, a free fat, a woman who graduate say they are 1% or something. And fat is the key. That's why babies look the way they look on breast milk, because of the fat. It's all about isi, it's all about the mother. That's why when you're going to buy milk, people say sometimes, how much of fat content, I must say, with a whole milk. Now you say, a whole, you need to be free here. You need fat in free here. You need fat in free here. You need fat in free here. Everything is whole, not skinned. Please, coconut. And what? And what? What did you hear? Whatever that you did not hear, this video will be on YouTube later. Okay? Don't worry about yourself. They should WhatsApp. Okay. Please, 0240 932222. Try and WhatsApp. Ejumane dosun. Nipa ba ko na offer call no, me so me fa bi. Nti na ya wo frɛ na wonsa nka wamfa na wa WhatsApp na wan ka say una me frɛ mo am there bi. So long as you are on TikTok, that means you have WhatsApp. There is no way you can have TikTok and you don't have WhatsApp app. You must have an app called WhatsApp. Nti no o frɛ na yamfa eya mo WhatsApp munja voice note and answer mo ntro. Whichever way, we will answer you. Live me we are messages are me kwa reply. And easy. But within 10 to 15 minutes no, na me no be more than AI. Please, I have ulcer. How can I treat it? Okay, no problem. So you have to understand that the electrolytes, calcium, sodium, potassium, and all those, they are the ones that will make your stomach acid function proper. So ulcer not simply means that you have over alkalinized your what? Your system. Because your dada will say your stomach is supposed to be alkaline. Too much of plant materials has alkalinized, and too much of water drinking has alkalinized your system. It has over diluted your what? Your salt. And when it happens, then pylori comes there to come and warn you. And then the people want to attack pylori. Pylori rather want to come and warn you. So once you start to do the right thing, you start to eat the right food, pylori will leave. Pylori is already inside your stomach. Inside your body, in your small intestines. They are waiting for you to slack. Once you slack, they come there to come and what? Eat whatever that you have in abundance there. And that is what you feel, that pain, that pain that you are feeling there. Then they tell you that you have ulcer. It is a good one for you to do the right thing. So if you don't understand my teachings, don't worry. Tomorrow you might understand. It's too deep. Okay? 0240 932222. 0240 932222. Thank you very much. Magnesium, you get all of them from liver. Liver is the the house for all the gods, Jupiter. All of them are there. What you call gods, they are nutrients. This is why you will never hear any bad thing about me. Any spiritual person, so-called, that they say they are spiritual, they are not spiritual people. They are magicians. We don't have spiritual person in Ghana yet. I've never seen anyone. Some are trying to be. They are still not there. So what you call spiritual people that they come and display, they are not spiritual people. They are magicians. And they will always have what we call scandals. Scandalous activities. One day, Robert Honsen in some bonnie. I feel they do teachings and I'm to me. And I'm the teachings be one or two stealing teachings be about actually margining. But I'm a true character and be deity, says Sikano Bar. No true character and deity. I feel no more jinkonia. I feel no more bodia. No more yen some. I'm okay, can't some. I'm only a man no talk for some my win. So their real mission now by an interfering what they are two baby cry. So acquire concept. We don't have spiritual people. Real spirituality is someone who has a lot of iron and a lot of copper because they are producing more what? Oxygen in their brain. Their mental is very strong. And that person also helps you to become powerful nutritionally like him. That is the Jesus level, the way. So the Jesus followers, they were not called Christians. They were called the SNS, the way. These people are the way. Or say, I am the way. I am the way. I don't know about so better. I can say, oh no, bra in chain, no, or babetra or pine. That the same will be set direction, but your infant a faka call a Kumasi Niama. I don't have to sit in the car with you to go to Kumasi. I must show you the way. And that is what I do. I show people the way. Because I am the way. I didn't. Because I'm here no creno. I am the truth. So once you also know this, you also become the way to somebody, and then the truth. They are not spiritual people. The spiritual people are more dandroso. Pills, BP, then. We don't separate spirit from the body. They are inside. I don't have any idol outside. I don't have any altar outside. It is inside me. I am the way, and you are also the way. Remedy for BP, you have to bring more magnesium into your system. Remember that it is blood volume which is gone high. What makes the blood volume to go high is water. Too much water. That's all. BP, carbon. Too much, heavy. So what do? Cut down the carbohydrate, because hydrate is so cut it down, and you see that the BP start to drop. Gradually start to drop. And walk more, and do cold shower to bring your stress level down. Because when your stress goes up, your BP goes up too. So bring your stress level, do more cold showers, ice blocks plenty, let the water chill. It will bring your stress down. Once your stress level comes down, then you see that your blood pressure too is coming down. There is no such thing as high cholesterol. We are done with this topic. So please, if you don't understand it, don't worry about it. This will be on YouTube, and then you can go and watch from the beginning. Have time for your teachers. Buy data and have time to watch all my life. Don't watch short clips on the TikTok and come and be asking me, Kongo, you're saying what cholesterol? Only cholesterol can we. The higher your cholesterol, the longer you live. It's simple. If you want to understand, I have more videos on YouTube talking about it. You don't have cholesterol issue, you have sugar issue. So cut your sugar rather. Period. You see that they don't talk about sugar, they were talking about your cholesterol, and they were telling you to stop eating eggs and stop eating meat. Now I don't want to. So that is how it is. More questions. Thanks for the truth, someone says. Yes, thanks to you too. Thanks to you too. We give thanks, okay? More questions. These are the goals, the probiotics. Understand? The probiotics, the pro. So once you hear the word probiotics, bio means life. So pro means those who are what? They are for life. Progress. We don't need congress. We need progress. You know? Production. Productivity. You understand? That's why the word problem is very wrong word. we don't have problem. We have challenges. Because something that is pro can never be a problem. We need solutions. We have challenges. So whatever that is wrong with you now, your BP is your challenge. Kongo, I have a challenge. I don't have a problem. Yeah, so say you have a challenge. My challenge is what? BP. My blood pressure is so high. That is your challenge now. And it is up to you to bring that challenge home. Win that challenge. Life is about overcoming your challenges. So this is probiotic. This is kefir. Once you have this and you have raw liver, you're good with your raw honey inside. You're good. You will never be hungry. You will sleep. This will knock you out. You'll be so happy. You give to the children. They will sleep so happy. So happy. Kindly consider kidney disease treatment. Yes, when it comes to kidney disease, it's a very dicey one. And so we have our complete package for it. 0240932222 WhatsApp and ask for the remedy. We show you the price, the ranges, what you can afford, from 1,000 packages, 2,000, 3,000 package. You are able to afford, 600 crown according to your money. 200 for every month draw. That's it. Who are 200 every month withdraw? And you said, yeah, I can say complete package 2,000 now. Change now. I will say with the 2,000, but over 1,000, amount 1,000 withdraw. Who are 200? Yeah, we are there for everybody. We are smart as well. You watch my videos, sir. You can figure it out. So we give thanks. Add some raw honey, unfiltered honey. Inside my kefir. Whilst answering your questions. How much is the kefir? Kefir is 200. Raw milk. Kefir is 200. Raw milk. Yeah, my everything eat, my beard, everything. Beard. So bear with me. Okay. So raw milk, we have a gallon. Also our raw milk, we source it from higher nice places, grass fed. Our cows, they drink good water. Yeah, man in piano, and no so bonnet. In piano casano. Yeah, two a good arm. Well, no bones to answer no market for grazing. From far away, Gota region, we spend a lot of money to bring raw milk to Accra. So we spend. For those who can afford from the Fulani too, you can go and buy it. You might get it cheaper, but ours, we spend a lot. Transportation. The way man call our way by a camera. I won't all this cooking formless. Spending 2 hours preparing a omutuo banku, then a whole lot. Baba Bayam quine any ingredients, a whole lot. I started with that one because in the more kakra basically I said just leave her. Nya fena kwa koton prowa koto we be sika and I will be crap on sika or the affiliate gas or nya and I will be crap on be sika abono. You don't need all that. Raw primal, just your kife, raw honey, avocado, just say raw ingredients straight up, and then your raw liver. So once you open your raw liver and one would do we are no of way what take fair that she will know. And also and we and then so liver no juice. Liver no liver no many proper way one. I met them. But I said this is a liver tonic. Say liver tonic. Somebody say liver tonic. Last time your mama liver wine. And then a liver tonic. Liver tonic. Today is not liver wine. Liver wine, you leave it for several days. This is liver what? Tonic. Liver tonic. Sa. Okay. Liver tonic. And come control blood tonic ibia baby. And farmer kola. A citrus kwan egum and alcohol. Liver tonic. Nkola no normal. Omo danamo. This is liver tonic. Pure. And one in it full of copper. Liver tonic. Nice one. Juicy. Me say me no comment to you. I can create so many products. When I was young, I was creating I made the first essential oil in Ghana. Hemp seed oil. I make so many things. Me da shower gel. I feel aba. In the year 2000, I was making shower gel for Alatasamna and aloe vera. I can make so many things. It's me won't share me. Me and me pa won't share. And I'm go far and me maybe won't share me. Can make so many things. I make banana bread, so many things. Coconut bread, banana bread, so many things I can create. That's what God's are. God's create. So I'm sitting down with you right now. I just created a word. Right now, I created this word, liver tonic. Right now. Liver tonic. Rule number 1, I say never skip Kongo Wattu message. That's all. This is so good. So you have this. You are done. Small time you eat again like a baby. No rules. Raw primer. There's nothing like an pay no rain and lunch. No. We do kakra. We see on 2 hours, 3 hours time. If you like eating and eat again. That is raw primer. The more would in the more you come, the body will pick all, absorb all. Sadam collect body for you are not that. 2 hours time, I'm bobium. But come out fresh. And everyone say, bouncy baby boy. And you too can be a bouncy young man. A bouncy young man. And that inner child inside of you, you have to feed that inner child. Sir. It shapes your face, it broadens your face, it gives you that lion look, broadens your face. Not Bankun look, long fufu look, but lion look. You know what I mean? Lion look. Because we are what? Iron. Like a lion in Zion. You have to type that. Iron. Like a lion in Zion. Okay? Iron like a lion in Zion. If you don't know that, know this. Iron like a lion in Zion. Sir. But Mali catch them no man tears here. Fanny here. Iron like what? Lion. You have to know these things. You know, the lion power, we roar. We are not sheep, we are not goats. We don't eat goat food. We don't eat lower bottom feed food. We don't eat chicken feed. We don't eat sheep feed. Who was that?
Ma.
Anna.
But I didn't phone the blend.
Fuck out there, fuck out. Why? Fatu baby. We don't eat that lower foods. You eat the top. To me and them in punching. And then punching did the same. To me any in giant and did the same. That is not food thing. We free top apes. We are top apes. Now we free honomoton. Now ba deep potato and cassava. Now I can say our ancestors no and inventive fufu. Into what our ancestors my inventive fufu. The greatest invention fufu. We if we say our ancestors no now common idea mo. Na into no mo invent you know. A common idea mo into no mo ye gari. A common thing na ye critical content. You are common they make. It's only people who are ignorant says that they are hungry. But come them. Obikura 1.5, that is 150 Ghana cedis. They say they cannot make soup. They are worried. How can I make soup with 100 Ghana, 150? How can I make soup? One more basika 200 Ghana cedis. Or so to me and Pino. Yes, my dear sister, you don't need to make that soup. My brother, you don't need to give that 200 Ghana chop money to make that soup, nonsense soup. Just go and buy the raw meat. 1 pound alone is 50 Ghana cedis. Raw liver, 1 pound. If you want assorted, you can get the brain, 20 Ghana. Get liver, 30 Ghana. Okay? Now you have 50 Ghana. And then come and enjoy it. That's all. And the benefit you are going to get is going to stay in your body for a whole month. For a whole month from that 50 Ghana cedis. So you see, my teachings brings peace in marriages. My teachings also bring war to those who are ignorant, who still don't want to do what? Upgrade their life. Into a baby wokache ni say won pay aduane nuane bebre a ne bubefu because onim na agenda onim sika onya wo sa chop money na wo de mano no 500 Ghana na wo de mano no weekly weekend so on fa nya nkwan no onim ni onya wo onim ni onya wo mu nti ni wadwa ni buefu Kongo Wattu ni buefu Kongo Wattu papa we I start to say o tie ni chire we na nsen no o ma mi sika mfa nya nkwan biom wadwa mame oba ware ase se oba ba ba ye nkwan oba ware ase oba ba ye nkwan ana se oba ase oba ba ba be de aba be bua obema no na wagina enya ne ye tro se help mate no awo se wo bua no wana pomuden mu ne bibia mo nya nkwan ti na oba ye. You did not come to marry to come and prepare soup. You came to help the man to grow spiritually, to build. It is our fine be so now we're finding a way to grow her. What is your problem? Are you not going to be happy for such a man? Can't you see the transformation? Who say ukuno ni hu yefe ni enima sesa ni enima toso ni eninkosia ayefita ni bibia sesa ni super crap sesa first crap no ye womanizing ebia na ukun crap no na onom nsa ebia crap na ohye ebia no ye ni mebi hu say wasesa hu say ukun no wasesa na hu say na ho oden so akosoro ni mpam gro hu say akosoro. Are you not happy for this progress? But sa chobo no or ma 500 Ghana cedis are now what the 200 pa yan kwan na for 300 chobo no chobo madam chobo Mrs. chobo na what inti we dwa chobo na what inti we dwa Kongo Wattu in church uhumya na wedwa because Kongo Wattu ama mbam mbema no omani ate sisi ano mbema no live simple ye pese omodomo mo me odimechi a obedo girlfriend more obedo jire more na wado ukunu more. That is what I want. Proper love mbe hu odona kasa proper love. Mohon chere moda. Imagine 30 cities. Mumienu nyina mo betumi edi. Live away am to ya me say bebre o. Over 7 pounds. 7 pounds. Any other way so many things. You know, you could wie ni nyina. Let me say 7 plus another one. You could wie ni nyina no. Yes, 7 plus 6. Oh, I was 650 or so, whatever. I was shocked. A lot. That is mandate on nipe dia to ta. If anything, nipe dia. This is the last jar. Jar we in Sunday. Nipe dia nyamenkwa. Nipe dia. Ansana meet na nkasa mozo meet ni social. And also wo. Ya de bi man jamu no. Yes, we DB, Jamano so air benefited. Assistant Jamani in our Musubai, they are now calm. Woman Jamwa and then Krama raw meter, Omobe very calm. They become very calm. They don't disturb. Awama Musanwa, they be normal yare, they become domesticated just like you. So I bring peace rather in relationship. Respect to man like Sukun start to say oh di eduane we ne yere onti ase or ye looping ne yere nti ase or ye say no abebe ka kire me say nya abotre kakra inde Sukun yere oti ase on hanu bio sanete ye ono so adjoine internet say wo girlfriend bi na wo follow me na wo girlfriend say ena on pe wo bio ena den o jawo. Ah, masa. Danyanko panse. Dawuti no. Dawuti ase. Oba oye correct or odo. That woman will give you what we call unconditional love. Unconditional love, just the love is not based on conditions. And yet because of you are eating raw meat or you are drinking raw milk, or you are applying your own urine, the woman is going to leave you. Oh, not just or the conditional love nearby. Oh no. But oba or unconditional love no obenya botre na wa hwe wa observe say ade we a mekunu ye ni ebe boa no ana ma me hwe mekunu before and after na me hwe say o start ye no me hwe say na obeye na nipa na o kire na ade no kra po no me ko hwe sa nipa no na me hwe say how does the person looks like me ko hwe nipa no how does the person looks like Neninkosia, menhwe skin. Na wo ba no kra na wo no obuafu kunu no wo no kra me ho na me efeche wo. Hands down. Ka say ye vote a wo nya one. Me ho na me efeche wo. Wo a wo wadwa kunu no say wo kunu e hwa me. Enti no na say undidi e na say because wo nya bad mind. Concussions na mo ye no witchcraft no. Muntumi nya biom nti no wadwa me wadwa ukunu no ukura no miskin ye fa kyan wo mi metimi room enim ani nsu e wo public wo bia untumi nru anim uko ru anim nyina pons nyina be free anim ama ne abe ka me kakai me nsrahwe me jonso ana me de me massage enti no awarefo muntie me ebe boa mo relationship mu me ho ye fa ma me ho me mo ye fa kwa e ma me ho eni ni obetena me nchen onu so be do me te se ne dia mba asem hu nya me nye mba asem me build me energy ama me ankasa me spiritual growth. And then the one that will listen to me, asa, until also the mechia, me my own womanizer, me my own yes, sir. The days of multiple, no name yamano, a trim, yes, sir, a bium, so time a virgin. What I say, a virgin. Until who virgin 5, virgin 5, who 3. Nanya na saying oba na okwa fa no so bonfa o ma be kan no o ne nkrofo 10 na nanti. The body count to 200 million. A whole lot of infusions, akoso concussions of sperm every room. So I'm not interested in that in this time. It was way back then. It was nice. You have huge lands, hundreds of acres. Now what charm now what they punching in joining Yama to our mom. That was the work then. Raising of animals. That's what the Maasai been doing. The Maasai, you know. We are young guy now. We cattle. You can't marry in Maasai because in one thing I worry. Send a oba no ebe ba be hwe mwa no so. Eye ma na ehwe so. Na ma na no mo yi milk no. Enye me ma na yi milk. Eye oba no yi milk. Now in that year a show off. Also a millionaire, also a business guy, also a artist, also a say Owusika intino we are pine. Show off. Just like that. Nothing spiritual about it. Nothing nation building about it. So it's better you have one person or two. Say ebia oni obi awoda dadia ene normal after samba be nyobi foforo sa ba kon ba maintain no wa man the upright way na one na wo ho one ni nyina mo practice mo sorry mo call for grounding how much whenever there's time there's chance you go for grounding mo ya samba afen mo ya if anything cold showers mo ya looping just a bibia eduane no come everything come. Sanebaya mo betumi nya den upright babies. raw primal children. That's it. Honorable will say, wow, on Fawichi. Because of Fawichi, I can one. One can say, Ubie, Ben may be out there, be anyone more Nyansan said in Congo. Ubian in India, Bian to Congo, into Minante. And embassy castle, I say, walk, I mean, won't wash any year. Bibio ye biano, who provide a man. Until what will be the reason why? She's upright now. What will be the reason why? She's choosing because of uprightness, not because of any material thing. Because of what you need door. So I pray that all of you, man, woman, you get your own match, you know, who understand you and roll with you to the end of never end. You understand? That is what we call can say happily married after. You know what I mean? So that the two of you can marinate each other. Knowledge and wisdom. That's the original marriage. To marinate. To marinate each other. Marinate come from the word marinate, marriage, marinate, marry. It's all about the what? The marine. So when they say that in a marine spirit, you don't understand what marine means. We are children of the waters. Marine or marry. And so we have to marry each other. That means coming to fuse the waters, the electrolyte. Thank you very much to all of you. I'll see you another time. Happy ever after. Happily ever after. Saramokano. Thank you. Happily ever after. What I say? Yes, I remember to death do us apart. Nothing like that. We are living. Say do hard so I be catch them. Ya breast why I be catch them say ya bre. You do time I be cause why I be catch them. And what you say? Say you be rap no more so you be catch them say you be rap no more. Say you be rap pomo so you be catch them. And said me no do no more. You be catch them how to enter. For now, our challenge is to cross that 300 years and cross that 400 years. And I'll prove to all of you. And I'll make sure that it happens in front of your eyes. 50 years time, you will see Kongo Wattu sitting down here. If TikTok is still going to be around, you will see me fresh. You will see my children. Probably, let me put on my video. After the men call on the barrier, men bang my barrier. To me, the name I had Shaolin Master. It's in my village. We give thanks. Thank you very much. I love you.